Welcome to Teledal TV. This is Beyond the Scores. Juma Mubarak, ñu ngi leen a nuyu ci Friday bi. And thank you for joining us. And we have more AFCON action for you. Ñu ngi jël few days break, but the action has continued. The dinañ leen jox yépp loo leen miss and all to come tey. We have matchups coming up with the quarterfinals kicking off in about 10 minutes. But don't go anywhere. After break, we dinañ introduce analyst and we'll give you all that you need to have for the AFCON for today. Welcome back, Fi Teledal TV, Beyond the Scores, AFCON edition. Mang Fi with small boy be Os with analysis coming, and we also have Uncle T coming in from video call with giving you all the analysis we have for you. Os mangi ni dila new. Thank you for coming back. Ñu ngi hala daw affaire why obviously we've still been watching and keeping track si AFCON bi. How nakas everything and how have you been?
maa ngi sant yàlla taf ñu ngi maa ngi kontaan ñëwaat si beneen Beyond the Sports programme ak yow ñu wax ne viewers yëpp nañ toog seetaan enjoy ñu indil leen beneen analysis of African Cup of Nations bi.
Jërëjëf Uncle T xaw ma na video bi mu ngi ñëw si yéen Uncle T ñu also ñu ngi la nuyu welcome la si show bi. xam naa ne yaa ngi excited pour games yu war a ñëw kick off fii tey ak ëllëg pour quarter finals yi Uncle T.
Wow, thank you very much guys. Comme ni ngeen ko waxee la rek tey dinañ gis li nga xamante ne nag mooy AFCON xam nga dama dee wax rek ne AFCON everything is about business. Today, the biggest game the whole continent will be watching is the Morocco Cameroon game. It will be taking off, let's say 7. So bobu bokk na ci loo xamantene nag tey ñëpp ñu ngi koy xaar, and it's going to be a very critical game. So far so good, yes.
Very nice. New start the first game which will be kicking off right away. Mali versus suñ mbokk yi Teranga Lions in Senegal in a game bo hamne right now so xoolee quarterfinal bi there's no easy matchups. Yaa ngi am two giants from West Africa them together. Guy playing too many games in AFCON bi mooy seen second match. Depuis 2004, guy playing say AFCON bi, so it's not many teams yo hamne. There's a lot of AFCON history. Why so whole tournament be based on Mali winangun game si tournament bi why eganen si quarter final bi. Well, winangun game in 90 minutes. Guy winning in penalties the last 16 bi. And then Senegal ñom ñu ngi joge from 3-1 down against Sudan the last 16 bi, and they seem to have a rhythm and flow in football right now. Also, yow no gisee bobu pour start si yow bala may dem si Uncle T.
Jërëjëf taf maa ngi nuyu Uncle T di ko nuyu fu mu nekk di ko wax welcome moom tamit si programme bi. Mali will look to win their first game of this year's African Cup of Nations, and then am nañ game tey.
Game bu neex
mu ngi nii tey. Mali between the Malians and the Teranga Lions. Mali nekk team bi nga xam ne they are very disciplined in all aspects. Defensive. Malians, they are too respectful when it comes to the game. And then nga xool ñu nekk team bi nga xam ne defensively du nga shake leen c'est problème.
Waaw.
Seen backline bi du dee shake. Yaa ngi understand. Tey ñu ngi play team bi nga xam ne di Sénégal. Ñu gis Senegal will come into this game with a confidence, big confidence, because what attacking force, what it can do. They are a free score inside.
Yeah, you get score better. Yangi am sun magbi 3 assists already, top of assist table be pull tournament be legi my all-time AFCON assist leader. Better mun ko def munge wone even though munge gana mag better munge am quality mane munge dohal better.
Exactly, and then they will come to the game. Bëgg nañu win seen first semi-final since 2013. And then comme ni ko Mali nekk team bi nga xam ne nekkuñ easy ride for nobody.
Dañ mentally tough.
Neexaluñ kenn.
Red card last game bi ba tey dañoo deeyoo.
Dañoo deeyoo ba tey with that kan loolu mu laa woon how disciplined they are.
Yeah.
And dañoo am coach boo xam ne he is defense minded. Suñu ex coach bi Tom Sevet.
Coach Tom dañ xam loolu kay depuis time Gambia very defensive.
Gambians yi xam nañ loolu. Tom is so defensive.
Waaw xaaral ma dem si Uncle T ma laaj ko gaaw moom lu mu teg for this matchup suñ mbokk yi Teranga Lions yi Uncle T loo gisee game bi between these West African giants.
Well, thank you very much. Ñaari dëkk la yoo xamante ne these they are neighbors, and of course if you come to western part of Africa, these are two big giants, and we have seen them send performance. Well, actually, even if you look at their records, previous AFCONs, they are a force to be reckoned when it comes to continental football. Mali, then Damalen gis in this tournament, like the new Usmangwa, it's a very disciplined team, and then they go all out. The Malians are really, really physical, and that really pays off because the more you do get your game, they create a lot of problem for their opponents because of their physical nature, and of course that they apply. My only worry with the Malian side is their pedigree of scoring goals, right? This is a team which, if you look at all departments from the defense to the midfield, everything is just so perfect. But sometimes where the problem comes in is the goal mouth experience in converting some of those opportunities into goal. Te loolu bokk na ci loo xamante ne even inside the tournament bi sax indil na leen ay jafe-jafe because they either most of them games here ay draw la ak yooyu noonu te dang dee gis ne if you look at ball possession wise, Mali will carry the highest percentage, but that they don't translate into many goals. So from now, their pedigree of scoring goals would be something that can also create a lot of problem for them against Senegal. Teranga Lions, yes, of course, they're the favorites to win at the end of the day. Because if you look at their front line, it's not easy to contain, because most of their strikers, apart from being very experienced when it comes to goal scoring, but equally they're very fast and they're very tactical. So in order to pin those down, in order to slow their striking force will be a very big challenge for the Malians. So if I should take my prediction, I will go for 2-1 in favor of Senegal.
2-1 Senegal. Uncle T, mom, he's been very good with predictions. So how my bet all of that. So they get buga jelly and Uncle T has been very on top of it. Come num ko waxe man I predict ne Mali dañoo bàyyee Senegal ñu am ball bi knowing ne fa nga ñëw dóor ñu fa nga ñëw score pour ñu ibiku. So pour man dina interesting pour seet na Senegal can get an early goal pour change game bi. Otherwise Mali soo gisee seen last game bi Tunisia they were okay not having possession. Then you am red card bi but then you sample like you said, very disciplined team, very defensively organized, very physical. So demé said press conference Senegal when they're talking about the challenges, it's Mali is very physical, so they have to make sure they continue to play their game through that physicality. But it should be an exciting game. Hamnane game is about to kick off, so let's move on to second game. B is very exciting. Morocco versus Cameroon. Bobo kicks off today at 7 o'clock. But again, like I said, quarterfinal. All of the African giants somehow have made it to this quarterfinal, and Bobo is two big teams playing against each other.
Yeah, tough. Two African giants are playing against each other. It was always, ever since one way Pixola, Cameroon used to win, used to dominate. Cameroon more dominate Fixawi. But Cameroon will see a very different Morocco. A very different Morocco. You got to say, Dylan Dur. Morocco will come to the game.
They're in for a dogfight.
A dogfight. Most of them, always they are the same opponent more is gonna superior, which is the 5 times champions Cameroon. Cameroon, tam ñu ñëw ci tournament bi despite seen off-field problems because amoon nañ ay off-field problems ñu miss so many players Zambo Anguissa ñu miss ko through injury gisuñ Aboubacar gisuñ the dependable Collins Faye seen halfback bi gisuñ Choupo-Moting gisuñ Onana moo waral gars yi jël seen capitaine bi jox ko gars seen that defender tey ñu ngi play ak Morocco bi nga xam ne tey dañoo ñëw pour frustrer di Cameroonians stade bi nañ ko feesal tepp Cameroonians will play with pressure today but we know what is at stake Cameroonians yi xam nañ ko xam nañ lu ñoo dem fekki tey Morocco tamit ñu gis ay Brahim four games ngee score
4 goals right now
waaw ñu am ay players yi nga xam ne tamit El Kabi El Nesri si bañ bi fële anytime suñu duggee game bi mën nañoo def difference it will be an interesting game and Simon mooy nekk di game to watch
yow prediction balaa may dem si Uncle T
prediction si 2-1 laa ko jox in favor of Morocco yeah Morocco will break that course today
in 90 minutes na dafa dem extra time
it might go to extra time
I like that so very tight game Uncle T yow yaa ngi show Morocco depuis start of tournament bi you've been very impressed boo waxoon ne you thought ne they would show seen quality bi and they did yow loo gisee game bi between these two teams
you are right. Comme Nico Usman waxe, tonight will be the 4th time these two sides will meet. Ten encounters here. Cameroon won two of them. The other one they drew. So, like I said, this time round, Denkis Bena team Morocco hamne dafa compact, and the level of discipline being this Moroccan side. Been displayed since the beginning of the AFCON campaign. It is really commendable and doon na loo xamante ne foog naa ne tey indi na leen up to where they are. Yes, of course, they are the host nation, but I've seen a different Morocco boo xamante ne géej naa koo gis for a very, very long time. So tonight, it's not going to be an easy game. Yes, of course, more pressure will be on the Morocco, where Paski Hamasen home game la, and tonight, you will pack your bag and baggages, and then you're going to leave. Well, with over 60-something thousand fans behind the Moroccans, do your matrop so quickly. I'm gonna say this. I think tonight Morocco is going to rewrite that history between them and Cameroon. So I will go in for a 3-1 in favor of Morocco.
3-1, a little more comfortable. Uncle T dafa like Moroccans, dafa gom si Moroccans. Because every time Suliye is an affair, guy then could prove right. So mom, he's continuing with the confidence he has in Moroccans. Man, I think that game is also going to be very tough. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to extra time. But like I said, anything can happen between these two teams. I think Morocco should be the favorites, but it will be tough. What we'll do is we're going to take a quick break. Then suñëwaatee dinañ wax tuuti affaire some of the drama that has been going on in the tournament, and also ñu jox leen a quick preview of yeneen quarterfinals yi yu ñëw ëllëg. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Teledal TV. Fii mooy Beyond the Scores. Di leen is all the best AFCON action coming up. Ñu ngi am some drama si last week bi luñ shootute. We've had some upsets. We've had penalty shootouts. We've had am nañ problems ak referees, and gis nañ yëpp typical AFCON fashion. Waaye bëggoon naa door si Nigeria. Ñoom ñu ngi war a play ëllëg. Why the Chowbi since their last game has been about the disagreement between Sen Nyari Stai, Osimhen and Lukman. How ma Lolen Texi Lolu, and what do you think? Does that affect things going into Sen game? Hamnane Tamit, there's been problems with Sen Federation be fairing players, Sen captain be NDD Nyonane. So Federation be fair guy, mom didn't fair, but all of these coming coming days before a big game. How do you think that affects them, Uncle T?
Let me start with Nigeria. For me, if that rumors of hunger, same wages, amnesty problem, for me, I think that is very, very disappointing, and it's very shameful as well, because a country like Nigeria, they war nañu mëna passé fi nga xamantene ne dañoo am ay coow fay nañ seen players yi joxuñ leen seen lii jot nañ seen laa ñoom dañ passé foofu noonu. In fact, lii kenn xaaratu ko sax si benn African country boo xamantene xam nga dangay ebal sa ay player ñuy dem, much especially from a big country like Nigeria. If that rumor, the news is not fake news, it is something true. For me, I think that is a big disappointment and very disgraceful. I'm just gonna say it the way I think. Now, going back to the game, since last analysis, one problem that the Nigerians have, especially at the preliminary rounds, how to kill how to kill the game, especially if you are leading. But what loolu tamit lu ko waraloon rek, because di nga realize ne they play more as an individual than as a collective team. But their last game, we've seen a Nigerian team, not individual players. We've seen a Nigerian team. That was why they won comfortably, right? From the set go, that the team spirit was among them. And I was also impressed with you, Iwobi, parce que dafa ñëw ci into this tournament. He came fit, and he came with that positive mentality, and we've seen him demonstrate that agility in the game, and of course the creativity ak ci loolu bokk na ci li nga xamantene Nigeria yes, of course, same players, the Lukman and that of
Osimhen.
how is his name again?
Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, I'm on yes, of course, sometimes the pressure, the tensions are really high. Sometimes some of these things, they do happen. You remember between Kini, when Salah was in Liverpool, a similar situation at Mane, because Mane was at a very brilliant position to score. So those are small things that really happen here and there. But tonight, I'm also going to put that cap on top of Nigeria, that they're just going to win that game 2-1 comfortably.
2-1. Bobo will do more preview for that elect inshallah season show, but obviously that's a good preview. Guys, you can play Algeria, another of North African giants. Benin game bitamid that will preview more elect, more Egypt and Ivory Coast. Egypt guy ñu continue to follow through. Ivory Coast to man look very impressive as they look to try to repeat for the first time since Egypt in, I believe, 2008. So we have all those games for you coming up. Nala jox nga def final word bala games yi tay, and just look forward to as we get to the last stage of this AFCON.
Okay, loolu nekk na Egypt ak Ivory Coast. These are two of AFCON's heavyweights. Ñoom ñoo collide in a blockbuster quarterfinal. And then these two are one of the most successful countries in Africa in terms of AFCON. Egypt, if not, even Egypt is the most successful. You ngi play a team bi nga xam ne they are the past winners of the AFCON. Then this will be a blockbuster.
Very good. Bobu dinañ def more analysis. Dinañ si gannaaw bi kañ dañ leen just mosal and we're excited affaire the games coming up. Why as the games are kicking off, dinañ leen bàyyi to go watch. Ñun tam will go and get started watching the games. Ñu ngi leen tàggoo. We thank you guys for tuning in as always. Please subscribe to suñ Facebook, bi suñ YouTube. Keep up to date with all the things we do. Naa leen bàyyi ngeen tàggoo show bi, and yeah. Uncle T.
Wow, thank you. Comme ni ko waxee la rek, honestly, tonight I'll be more interested in the 7 o'clock game, because that will be the clash of the Titans. Until we see you tomorrow, thank you for having me on your platform.
Always a pleasure.
Jërëjëf Taf si sport bi Bantaba bi su loo ma dalalee. maa ngi kontaan si loolu di wax suñu viewers yëpp stay tuned ngeen seetaan si yeneen programmes Teledal TV ba ëllëg incha allah ñu indil leen yeneen interest in sports analysis thanks.
loolu rek nañ leen amee. This is Beyond the Scores fii on Teledal TV. Have a safe and healthy Friday. Juma Mubarak. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.